Stephanie Janice, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am sitting in my car. We are back in our old state, cleaning. We've got cleaning crews. You know, we just hired some people to clean the place after we moved out, do the floors, carpets, and everything else, because it's supposed to be, sorry, I got interrupted. It's supposed to be a, 3,000 square foot house, but it's not. It's just got a lot of things that need to be done. Saw Kay, gonna firmed up when she was gonna arrive in the new place on next Tuesday. And I talked to the barn owner. We're gonna miss him. He's a good guy, really good guy. Anyway, a couple of things happened while I've been sort of quiet. First off, Ethan Van Scriver read the IndieWire article with Alden, Ehrenreich, and I think it was also taken from Esquire, about all the stuff that happened with, it's basically a PR story that actors usually do when they're putting movies out. And Ehrenreich had nothing but praise for Lord and Miller. Talked about how much fun they had and how it was great to be doing, the improv stuff that they like, that Lord and Miller have been known for, and basically said there were factions while making the movie that didn't like it. I can't imagine who those factions are. Would it be the guys who wrote the script, Jonathan and Larry Kasdan, who were like, just say the damn lines? Would it be the other actors who were like, this is horrible? The fact that Ehrenreich was trying to pump up his own stock in this after rumors came out of what an atrocious actor he is really hilarious. I read the article myself, and I gotta say, Ehrenreich comes off like a real arrogant, entitled little soy boy. I've heard some things about him, and not just that he's stupid and that he's an idiot, but he's really into like juicing and stuff, and has to have a certain thing sent, delivered. Alright, here's the deal. Here's the reason why Han Solo worked in the OT. George Lucas told Harrison Ford, just play a version of yourself. So what we got is basically a version of Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford has a reputation in Hollywood as being one of the nicest guys to work with, very generous actor. I've never heard any of him making any weird demands and all that. He's got his causes. It's the environment and stuff like that. And of course, Tibet and all the rest of that stuff, and that's fine. But he's never come off as Alden Ehrenreich comes off with just, I'm going to be a movie star. I'm not yet, but I'm going to be a movie star, and you will like everything I do, and I can be an arrogant shitball. That's what I get from this IndieWire article. And he talked about Ron Howard coming on and how they tried to do a smooth transition from, I think, the chaos that was Lord and Miller to a professional movie set with Ron Howard. And if you read between the lines in this, and you need to read this article, I don't think Ehrenreich liked Howard's approach at all. The thing that just amazes me is that Kathleen Kennedy had the cojones to hire two comedy directors in the first place. What were they going to do? Han Solo says funny things. He's a smartass. He likes to quip. He's the guy that'll state the sarcastic comment, and it'll be funny because it'll ring true, okay? And that's not comedy. That's part of Han Solo's character. So the idea that you know, it was supposed to be a comedy and they're trying to make him into some sort of comedic figure is bullshit. And it's degrading to the character. The fact that Ehrenreich seems to be upset still that Lord and Miller were fired proves to me that A, he doesn't know anything about the character he's playing. He's basically playing a version of Harrison Ford, alright? B, I don't think he's ever seen the OT and he doesn't understand it. There were comedic moments, but they weren't a comedy. Unless you look at TLJ as a parody, but then Mel Brooks would be pissed off because, you know, Spaceballs, alright? So anyway, I just found it very interesting, and I read between the lines, and I think that I don't think Ehrenreich liked the fact that he had to be more disciplined, that he had to hold true to a character, and he didn't mention the acting coach, but this just screams that he had to change everything about the character. All right, I was interrupted again by my husband. Anyway, it just so I really honestly think that Ehrenreich didn't like Howard's approach because he actually made him work, and he actually had to get an acting coach for him because the guy can't act. This is going to be a disaster, and I'm going to tell you this. There's no reason to see this movie. I don't care if you want to see it. Now, I know that there are fans out there that are pissed off at TLJ but would go watch a bucket of shit if Disney had stamped Star Wars on it and poured it on their heads. You know, you can live without Star Wars if it's bad Star Wars. I lived for a long time without Star Wars. Perfectly happy. It's doable. Okay? You don't need to see Solo. I'm not going to. Alright? So don't. And I'll tell you something else. I don't have to see it. I don't have to like it. And I can tell you right now, it is going to be a shitball of a movie. Alright? Just because I haven't seen it doesn't mean I don't know that. And it doesn't mean you don't know that either. You're just being a bunch of goddamn babies. Alright? Alright? So shut up. Because those of us are really pissed off about it. Alright? And, well, you're just taking it all too seriously. You sound like a TLJ fan. Alright? Yes, I take it seriously. I loved Star Wars, okay? I take it very seriously when my childhood heroes are dragged through the mud by a bunch of SJW pigs. And if you don't think that this is going to be another, they're going to be screwing Solo's corpse here, you're a moron. I just, every time, even with the CGI stuff on Ehrenreich now, he still looks like a douchebag. He still looks like Bilbo Baggins, SpongeBob Squarehead. Okay? So don't tell me I have to go see this goddamn movie. And don't lecture me that I can't say it's bad when I know it's going to be bad. And you do too. Alright, so there's my rant. So, the Hallmark Keepsake Dream book is out. And they are doing Star Wars, of course. And I'm going to shock you. There's some things I'm going to buy. Last year, I bought the Hallmark Interactive Darth Vader's TIE Fighter, Death Star, and Luke's X-Wing. And it's, I mean, and this year they're coming out with, if I can find it here, they're coming out with the Millennium Falcon and another TIE Fighter. And so I'm going to turn the thing so you guys can see. Here it is. And what they do is they play lines from the movie A New Hope. And it's, you know, it's Mark Hamill, it's Carrie Fisher, Peter Cushing, James Earl Jones, and Han Solo. It's gonna be fucking fabulous. I can't wait to get that on my tree. And they've got a Leia rescuing Han. See? And I'm probably gonna get that too because, you know me, I'm gonna cry. You don't think I am? I am. And they're selling Alden, Ehrenreich, and Chewie. And I ask y'all a question. Does this look like Han to you? What the actual fuck? Oh, and R2-D2 covered in porgs. No, I'm not buying that. So I'll probably get the Leia, the Falcon, and that TIE Fighter, and then that A New Hope thing will be, you know, complete. And the reason why is just because I need to, you know, and I know I sound like I'm being a hypocrite right now, but I bought the first 3 and it was so cool to have that. I mean, everybody I showed it to was wowed by it, and it's Hallmark who bought the license, and I love Hallmark. I've had a relative that worked at corporate at Hallmark, so I love it. It's a great company, very classy, and you know, I am going to, I'm not going to boycott them, especially since it's original OT vintage, good Star Wars, not bad Star Wars. Find it fascinating that there isn't any TLJ stuff, there aren't any Kylo Rens, there aren't any Reys. There might be later. I was surprised they came out with a Rey last year, and because I thought I knew that she would be somebody important, I bought it, and I have it, and now I want to set it on fire. So, but, you know, I mean, whatever. We'll just have to go, alright, we'll just have to go and see what else they put out, this year, but anyway, so that's the video. I'll talk to y'all later. See you around the galaxy.
Like a pigeon from hell, through sand in our eyes and descended like flies. Put us back on